Hey guys, I noticed that there's a lot of negativity regarding the Elemental Shaman right now, specifically about the performance in PvP. I've watched some of the other videos that are out for the pre-patch right now, and I thought it would be a good idea just to throw out a rotation guide that I've sort of patched together. At any time in the video, you can skip to the sections with the information you're seeking. If you have any questions regarding other builds, suggestions, or constructive criticism, don't hesitate to leave a comment. Do it. We're trying to get the best experience out of one of our favorite classes here, so let's go ahead and jump into the talents. Talents make or break the game when it comes to Elemental Shaman PvP in the pre-patch. After a lot of experimenting, I decided that there are some things you can play with and other things that just don't work. Well, they didn't work for me. For the level 15 row, all of these choices can work. You have to think about what situation you're wanting to excel at. Path of Flame is a great choice, and it's my current choice. It makes Lava Burst do 5% more damage and causes Flame Shock to spread to nearby enemies. The damage bonus is great, but what's really cool is the spread effect. In this patch, right now, Elemental Shaman and Enhancement Shamans have a new resource called Maelstrom. Basically, you build it up and use it to activate different things. One of those things happens to be a stronger version of Flame Shock. If you apply Flame Shock with no Maelstrom, it will be a normal duration Flame Shock. If you have at least 20 Maelstrom, it will be a longer duration Flame Shock. Essentially, what you need to know is this. If you spread the normal Flame Shock, it will spread the normal duration Flame Shock. But if you spread the 20 Maelstrom Flame Shock, the duration is doubled. So, you probably are realizing that Lava Burst is really bad right now. It does weak sauce damage. The 5% buff doesn't help at all, so why even use it? Well, Flame Shocks generate Lava Bursts. The longer duration Flame Shocks will obviously give you more procs. Lava Bursts generate Maelstrom. Maelstrom is used to increase the damage of Frost Shock. Just like Flame Shock, if you have at least 20 Maelstrom, you can cast a better version of the shock. The difference is, Frost Shock's damage is actually increased by 100%, as is the duration of the slowing effect. But Frost Shock has never been a core part of Elemental Shaman's damage rotation, so why are we using that? We'll get to that in a little bit, and all of this will start to make a lot more sense. Earthen Rage is another option for the first row of talents. It basically adds damage. If you plan on doing a lot of dueling, single target work, this might be the choice for you. The last choice, Totem Mastery, is good, the buffs are decent, but I would rather have Path of Flame to keep up my Maelstrom, because we're getting more procs, we're getting more Lava Bursts, and so on. Let's head over to the level 30 row talents. I use Gust of Wind. It's fun, it can get you out of sticky situations, you can break falls with it, you can straight up intimidate people by flying up in their face. Ancestral Guidance has always been good, but in the pre-patch, it's not keeping me up. Even when I'm popping Ascendance with it, it's just other classes are getting through it. They're killing me too fast. So I don't know if I'm going to use that. Windrush Totem, which seems to have replaced the Freedom Totem, it's okay. I've recently tested it a little bit, and I think it's all right. But I don't know how I feel about it either. It's kind of a step backwards in terms of like freedoms, because I know Paladins still have their freedom, and I would rather have the freedom than the speed buff, to be honest. The level 45 row, lots of CC here. All of it has its uses. The big change here is that totems now are placed in a targeted area rather than flop down beside you. You can't juke people with capacitor totems anymore. But on the bright side, you can now root people very easily with Earth Grab because it's instant. The Voodoo Totem is cool, but probably situational. I haven't used it much, to be honest. Here's where it starts to get interesting. The level 60 row. We have Elemental Blast, Ancestral Swiftness, and Echo of the Elements. Let's start with Echo of the Elements. I hate to break it to you, but as of right now, Lava Bursts just don't provide the big damage as they once did. So I don't care about the extra charges of Lava Burst. I actually tried using this talent and it didn't even feel like I was getting more Lava Burst out anyway. Okay, Ancestral Swiftness. It's probably nice for PvE, but that's not what we're doing. Haste is good because we're casting spells, but ultimately we're trying to do more damage in your face, not over a long period of time. Finally, we have Elemental Blast. This is another big piece of the puzzle here in the pre-patch. Firstly, it does good damage. Secondly, it provides a great buff that is unpredictable, but when it works, it works. As of right now, there might be a mistake in the numbers, but I'm noticing a higher kill rate with Elemental Blast, so I'm using it. It can increase haste, crit, or mastery. It's annoying that it's random, but crit and mastery are really going to shine here when you get those two buffs. Okay, level 75 row. This is where it all ties together. You have Elemental Fusion, Primal Elementalist, and finally Ice Fury. Elemental Fusion, I don't really care. I already get enough Lava Burst procs. I wouldn't mind being a Lava Burst machine gun, but right now it's like throwing wet noodles at your enemies, so whatever. Primal Elementalist might be pretty good, but elementals are on a big cooldown. We don't want our damage built around something unpredictable and risky. And then here we go. Ice Fury. A castable spell that does frost damage, generates Maelstrom, and increases the damage of the next 4 frost shocks by 400%. Yes, you heard me right. 400%. Here's where it all comes together. Let's link together what we have so far. We're taking Path of Flame to spread our strong flame shocks to more targets quicker, allowing us to get Lava Burst quicker, which gives us Maelstrom and does some damage. Elemental Blast can increase our stats, making it a good opening spell, so we gain some Maelstrom. We don't need to be fully stacked because Ice Fury will give us a decent amount. The cast sequence goes like this. Elemental Blast into Ice Fury, into any Lava Blast you get in between spamming Frost Shock. This is a lot better than just spamming Lava Burst. It adds some strategy to the Elemental Shaman, and we're using Frost spells, which is pretty dang awesome. Okay, now that you know the awesome rotation, let's finish up these talents. The level 90 row, we have Elemental Mastery, Storm Elemental, and Aftershock. I've been using both Elemental Mastery and Aftershock. I don't know which one I like better right now. It definitely doesn't hurt to take Aftershock since a lot of this playstyle is built around using Maelstrom for damage. Elemental Mastery and Ascendance probably stack together well, but I don't know how I feel about Ascendance yet, which we're about to get to here. And finally, the level 100 row. We have Ascendance, Lightning Rod, and Liquid Magma Totem. Ascendance is good if you have a lot of critical strike rating. It's probably really going to shine if you have that critical strike rating. I don't, which is why I don't take it. I think this might be another key way to blow people up, but I haven't tested it much yet. I've been playing on the pre-patch. I haven't played any beta testing. I don't have access to changing my gear that much right now. But while you're in Ascendance, the bonus damage of Lava Burst is equal to your critical strike chance. So that's interesting there. If you can pull together a high crit rating, that's going to make a big difference. Oh, a significant difference. If you don't have a lot of crit, you can try the 2 other choices, which I'm doing. Lightning Rod seems pretty good. It makes Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning do more damage, but they don't really do that much damage, and they're mainly useful for generating Maelstrom. So right now, I'm actually using Liquid Magma Totem paired with Earth Grab Totem, so I can root people into the damage. Throw down an Earthquake, spread a long Flame Shock, and start the Ice Fury rotation. It works wonders for Alterac Valley and battlegrounds with a lot of players in one place. If you happen to have the last season's PvP set bonus, you can also throw out your Fire Elemental before doing that, or before you start any Ice Fury rotation, and you will be immune to interrupt and silence effects. That's what it says, but I haven't actually experienced that. I don't know if it's actually happening. It doesn't say it for me. So if anybody really knows, that would be a great thing to say in the comments and correct me on, or what is actually going on with that. So that's it for the talents, and I squeezed the rotation in there for you. Hopefully you've got a good idea of how my playstyle is working right now, and hopefully I've given you some more hope for the future of the Elemental Shaman class in the pre-patch, and also in Legion as well. I've included this Warsong battleground to show you what I'm doing and how I fare against enemy players. I'm still learning and getting used to all the new spells and rotations, but it really does feel good that Blizzard has shuffled the deck for PvP, and I know it's the pre-patch, and things are unbalanced, and it's not fair all the way around, and Warlocks are stupid, but it's still fun. It's fun to experiment with your new class. It's fun when you learn how to kill somebody correctly again, and it's going to be fun when artifact weapons come out. So thanks for watching. I hope you learned something from this video, or maybe it gave you an idea to do something that I didn't think of. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are about the Elemental Shaman right now, or perhaps even your own strategies for Elemental Shaman PvP. I'm Thomas with TAC TV. Good luck out there, guys. I hope you are as excited for Legion as I am. I'll see you on the battlefields of Legion. By the way, guys, this is one of our very first videos with this channel. Both Kyle and I are so happy to be making videos again. We'd really appreciate your feedback on the video and the information provided. You can contact us through YouTube, Twitter, or any of the official TAC TV social media links. Thank you so much for watching.